Yo, what's going on, homies? It's your boy StumpD back for another OPTC video, and in today's video, we're diving into the full batch teams against the 10-star Kizuna Clash for Rob, Lucci, and the 6+ of Jewelry Bonnie. Starting off with the strength variation, that was the team. Those are the supports. Let's dive on in. Now, I'm not holding back in today's video. I'm using everything that I have at my disposal. If you guys want some substitute options or some alternatives, let me know in the comment section below. And while you're down there, build the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. And if you guys want to check out some of the other buildable teams, Friend Captain Vegapunk teams, Momo teams, other variations of the boosters, check out the description because I have a bunch of content for Kizuna out right now. But the team is led by Dofi and Sugar. They just basically solo stage 2. They get around the special bind very nicely. And then we can use Robin and Koala to super swap, get a color affinity buff, utilize the Robin Koala special to get a 3-turn orb buff, which means we can allow us to get this overstacking ability and do all of this crazy shenaniganry that we can do with the Vegapunk. Now, this particular team is a mono int team, technically, but like it turns out having a lot of type advantage because of boosted characters and the super swap of Dofi and Sugar. On the final stage, you get binded on your right-hand column, but Vegapunk takes care of that. After level 30, you have to deal with some Despair, which, look, Shark is going to take care of that. You get Poison Orbs, and you have to deal with a 3-turn Tandem Orb barrier. And the enemy has full immunity except for... Oh, sorry, only immune to defense down. So you can do a whole bunch of other shenanigans to the enemy. You can just do a lot. Now, Dofi Sugar are a color affinity booster, but the main reason I'm bringing them is because they apply increased damage taken, they apply weakening effect, they remove the barrier, and they can remove special bind. Plus, they are a pretty chonky captain at a 6x multiplier with a matching orb and with a whole bunch of other like stuff. I believe they get a higher color affinity, but for this team, we're utilizing Robin and Koala's 2.75. Shaka can increase that to 3 times, I believe, and then with the 2 Vegapunks, we can actually get a overrideable attack boost thanks to Atlas, as well as a conditional boost, base stats, and a chain boost, which is really, really strong. As you guys will see, Lucci just melts because it's very early, and if I do get up to level 30 or find some assists, I will showcase these teams past level 30. Alright, so moving on to Sai now, we can do a lot of stuff with the Vegapunk units. We're running double Vegapunk for this one, but you could easily run Atlas as a captain, Lilith as a captain. If you guys are missing your own Vegapunk, then you can just substitute your Vegapunk out. Robin and Koala can kind of be replaced on this team, but like you get a lot more damage with them, because what they tried to do here is they really wanted you to use Atlas to get the overrideable orb boost and bypass the final stage. However, if you carry an orb boost into the final stage, you don't have to worry about their very low orb boost, and you can just get more damage output, which is actually hilarious. On stage 2, you get poisoned, and you need to put up damage reduction to move into the final stage, because you are going to take 150,000 damage. So Shaka is perfect for this stage. He removes the poison, he gives you 2 turns of damage reduction. You could use the Shiryu support and some like poison sockets, which means you'll get more damage on the final stage, but just utilize Shaka and it works nicely here. We're going to use Robin and Koala. They're going to give us 3 turns of orbs. They're going to give us the carryover of the color affinity buff. Plus, they can give us a nice little heal because, like I said, you are going to need a lot of HP on the final stage. I used a super type of Vegapunk here purely because I was just thinking, like, I might need the HP because I didn't want to do the maths, but I think even without it, I was going to be fine. Shaka's damage reduction is actually a lot. And I believe Vegapunk's captain has damage reduction too, so only need to tank 40k. Shaka honestly could have just saved for the final stage. Use a Shiryu support and you're just going to get even more damage on this final stage too, which is actually crazy. Utilizing Atlas is going to overwrite the orb buff. But first you have to use Vegapunk to remove the special bind. Now with the first Vegapunk, select your base stats and your chain boost, or you could select the conditional buff, because if you save Shark for the final stage, you can actually get that condition, which again is absolutely crazy. But look, at the end of the day, here we are. Once you've removed the special bind, you can use Atlas to overwrite the orb buff. She also removes the attack down with any type orbs, but at the end of the day, we're going to have bomb slots and tandem orbs anyway, so like that ability doesn't really matter. You don't have Atlas, don't stress. Bring Robin Koala, you'll be absolutely fine. We're then going to use our other Vegapunk to apply the rest of the buffs, but first we can use Lilith to actually overwrite the attack buff that Atlas gives. So now we have a double attack boost, double orb boost, color affinity boost, chain boost, base stats. Hell, if you actually run Shiryu, you could actually try and tank stage 2. You need about 135,000 HP. But if you tanked that and got a conditional, man, that team could go to the goddamn moon. Alright, so finally we have Vegapunk, the double Vegapunk. I actually just looked at my screen and realized that Momo's on here, so that's pretty funny. For the Dex variation, we're going to be running double Vegapunk once again. Vegapunk as a captain actually worked out quite nicely. I was using Corazon and Law just to bypass the Despair, but with Sharka now removing Despair, we can actually use the Vegapunk duo to actually give ourselves an overheal mechanic as well as an increase to our HP, which basically allows us to just passively bypass the pain. On the final stage, there's a bunch of random interrupts, so you do want to bring 3-turn buffers, but on stage 2, it's quite annoying too, because you need to remove Threshold and Attack Down, and Nami Karina is perfect for this. You can actually use Robin and Jinbei as well, it's another really good option. Nami Karina are really good though, because you can super swap with them, that way you get the base stats to kill on turn 2 as well, and that way you can sort of save all your buffs to the final stage. Robin and Jinbei don't really provide too much more than like base stats, I think, which is actually pretty much the same thing that I'm talking about with Nami Karina. But Nami Karina actually gives you an all buff with their special because you're using the Karina variant to remove the attack down and the threshold. Once you've done that, you can move into the final stage. As you saw there, I used both of my super types. The reason I use both of them now is because the pain is going to take off 25k, and with utilizing the super types now, we increase our HP threshold and we get overheal, which means that when we move into the final stage, the Despair, whilst it cuts our HP, we've already done all that increasing shenanigan stuff. So now we have room to utilize a bunch of specials. Now, ideally, I should have used Vegapunk first there to apply the color affinity buff, and then Sharka would have just double stacked it. But on the final stage, there is an intimidation for either an attack boost and a conditional boost, attack boost and base stats, and then orb boost and conditional, I believe. So you're going to lose a buff here or there, but with Reiju and Vivi, we can actually get 3 turns of attack, 3 turns of orbs, which is really, really nice, because that way we can at least get our attack orb no matter what. And then, depending on what else is happening, we can just use Vegapunk to sort of get the rest. Either way, like, you are going to lose damage with this variation because of that Intimidate. And look, it's by far the worst game design ever. So, Ben, if you're watching this, like, just remove Intimidate. No one likes it, not even you. Like, let's be real, but at the end of the day, double Vegapunk team works out quite nicely. But that's going to wrap up the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to go down there, belt the like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff. Most importantly, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.